Well, Sundowns have officially blown the league. Their dominance and winning the league for all of those years in a row, it's done. It's over. If you look at the league table right now, it says that they are 3 points ahead of Pirates. But Pirates have 2 games to play, and no way in hell are Pirates going to fail to win even one. Because, if Sundowns had at least drawn this game, or maybe gotten a win, 71 points, that means Pirates still needs to win both of their games. Now, there's a distant possibility that Pirates could drop points in one of those games, but it was just never going to happen. But by winning 2 games, you at least put that pressure. Now Pirates have no pressure. 2 games, they just need to win one. And then in winning that one, they go to 68 points. They have, a better goal difference. So they would then find themselves in a position of winning the league. And then they'll just win the last game to go to 71 points, which is just for vibes. So I think that this is kind of good for South African football because, one, it means that Sundowns are not making the league Farmers League because they had made it the Farmers League. They were winning every league, every single season, right? But at the same time, this is good for South African football because now that Sundowns have lost the league in this manner, that means they are going to perform very good in the Champions League final and make sure that they don't go trophyless this season. So in a way, Pirates win, Sundowns still win in their own way if they get that star. And overall, the league was competitive up until the actual last game of Sundowns, which is match week 30. By the way, I think this is a stupid concept that there's a team that has played 30 games, but there are teams that still have 2 games in hand. You know what makes me even pissed off about this? Well, not pissed off, but it's weird because Pirates have not been playing Champions League games, so why are they still behind, when it comes to their matches? Because you'd expect them to be ahead at the very least. But I don't think it also makes sense to have a team that has played 30 games and there's a team that has not played all their games, especially when, like, imagine if Sundowns had a goal difference maybe of 48 at this point, plus 48, and they had 71 points. Who's to say something Doge was not going to happen behind the scenes? Because, for example, let's not talk about conspiracies. I'm just saying the organization of the league is poor because match day 30 in our league should be match day 30 for everyone, not for some teams. And I know, personal. Pirates, this is just about organization of the league because even when Pirates were playing Champions League, there were some complaints ukuthi Pirates were having their games postponed, but Sundowns were not having their games postponed, and all of that drama. I think that there should be rules that I'm not saying they favor Pirates, there should be rules that will be guaranteed ukuthi if a team, whether Sekhukhune, whether Durban City next year, whether Chiefs, whether Pirates, whether Sundowns, when you are playing continental football, your matches must be postponed like this. But the last day of the league, where everyone will be on match day 30, is this day. And everyone, whether Champions League or not, will have to play that last game on that day. But that's not happening. But that's not what we're talking about here. That's just organization of the league. What we are talking about is the fact that Pirates winning the league this season, as by the way I did say earlier on, good Pirates were going to win the league. So you remember? Yeah, hope you do. Is now a wake up call. I am a Chiefs fan, and I've said this before. Uguti, I did not mind, and I don't mind Pirates winning the league as they have right now. And the reason for that is when Sundowns were winning the league, it was easy for Chiefs management and Chiefs fans to say, we can't compete. Sundowns are spending millions and millions, things that we cannot spend. But now, Pirates, who are not spending 53 million on anyone, have also done the same thing that Sundowns have been doing. Well, which is winning the league. And we haven't won the league. So now, from the Kaizer Chiefs' management point of view, can they still use the excuse of we can't spend as much as Sundowns when Pirates, who by the way have not gone and signed players for 50 million or 60 million, but they've enabled to win the league? and a cup, because now they are on a double because they won. Was it on a triple? It's a treble, yes. They won the MTN 8, yes? I think so. And then they won the Telkom knockout. Yeah. So I think, yeah, Pirates are on a treble. So Pirates are winning a treble this season. And if you check their budget, they did not significantly spend higher money than Chiefs. So that's also going to wake Chiefs up. And if Chiefs are up and Sundowns are up, Amazulu are also trying to compete. And we've seen that Sekhukhune are getting very ambitious. What's going to happen now next season? That means there's going to be more competition. And for us fans, it's going to make the league a bit more exciting, because now, if the league now gets decided on the final match day, it means it's more watchable. Because if you're watching a league and it's January and Sundowns are 12 points clear, it's March, Sundowns are 15 points clear, April 20 points clear, like, ah, man, this is it. This is their league. They've won it, right? But now I hope this is now the new norm. Uguti, Sundowns are not going to win the league on the 24th match or 23rd match even. This is going to be competitive. But now again, what's going to happen next season with Pirates? Because they're also playing the Champions League, and I don't think they would sacrifice the Champions League to try and defend the league. Because I think, you guys are going to tell me, what's more prestigious for Pirates next season? Will it be winning another star so that they can match Sundowns if Sundowns do win another star? Or would it be defend your league, which they are winning against when they play their next match? Or will they try to do both? And what does that even mean about who they are going to buy now? Because competition is getting even more interesting, because Pirates are now going to be league champions, which means they can attract even better players who would regularly just go to Sundowns because they want more exposure to winning the league and in performing in the Champions League. What are people going to do? The competition, it's going to get to a point where now you're going to find more complaints from my team saying that, oh, Pirates are stealing players, blah, 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 which is just another excuse. I don't defend my team when they're saying nonsense, but this just makes a lot of things very much interesting, and it makes the league very much watchable, because now Wadu in his first season has won the league. And remember, this is a coach that people wanted fired after 2 games. I remember even when I was at the stadium doing interviews for Chiefs, and someone was like, after 2 games, we won't talk about Pirates because there's no point. And I didn't get it. I was like, oh, because Pirates had no points after 2 games, after losing their 2 opening games. But to turn it around and do what they've done and win the cups that they've won and now win the league, a treble, a domestic treble, that's just gonna be mad business. And I mean, I can't hate. I've watched Pirates this season. I've done analysis of their matches here on this channel, and I was like, can't hate. So congratulations to them. Obviously, I'm still gonna make another video after they officially win the league. But yeah, they deserve it. What do you think? Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Like the video if you've already subscribed. I'll see you on the next one.